So once you add a landmarks, of course, you also want to search some landmarks. When I here in the Congress Center was kind of an interesting point around me. So you can do the searching function. How to do the searching function? The first is always the on map completed, because you want to do the searching after the map is already fully displayed. So the searching function is always implemented under this listener method called onMapCompleted. And before you're doing the searching, there are some parameters you have to construct yourself first. First is the area. The area is how large area you want to do the search. Of course, you are not searching worldwide because you're currently only in UK or you're only in London. So you want to define a search area. And then you can set the graphic area filter for which area you want to search the landmarks. And then the second step, you want to have a search condition. So what type of things you want to search for the landmarks. So you will give some qualified coordinate selector and then set the description for the selector. So what's the information you want to search. And once you have these two information, then you just pass these parameters to the searching function called search landmarks. And then you also can give some parameters for how to display the result in ascending order or descending order, and whether it's sorted by name or by the geocoding location. And so, see, this is a simple code. You can do the searching function on bada. The last step is you want to confirm the result. So listener class is always the one to catch the result from the server. So on landmark search, on landmark received n will give you a list of landmarks match with your searching criteria. And pay a little bit attention about the end postfix, as you heard in the morning. That means that this method allocated some memory for you, and once you use that, you have to delete those memory because the memory is allocated for the P result. Okay, so let's move to a demo. So now you've heard what you can do for the location and searching a landmark and display landmark, and I will show you a code quickly how we can do it. Can I get the screen of the laptop? Okay. Sorry, got some problem here, I think. Okay. So let's launch the landmark management. So that's the sign-in stage, because we already signed in with the simulator. So you always have a sign-in verifying to using the bada account. So once you sign in, there's a map displayed, because in this application, we set it to the Heathrow geolocation. So you see the map is displaying the Heathrow airport. And then we can, using the simulator, the event injector, to give a new coordination, like near the London Eye. And let me type the geolocation. So then you can send the new coordinates to the simulator. And then the simulator knows we move to a place near the London Eye. And automatically, it's searching the landmark store and find some landmarks near this location. So let's see what it says. So you click this one, you want to see the details. And then shows you the name. You gave in, set the list landmark like London Eye, and the location, and you gave a quick, simple description, say, I can see London, okay? And then that's the information you retrieved from the server. So that's the quick demonstration of the landmark store. Can I switch back to the screen? Thanks. Okay. So what you see here is a display a map and search a nearby location, the London Eye, and display the landmark information. So there are some more features under the location service. So actually, it's not just the landmarks. We also can have a trace service, which get the people's trajectory. So whether it's leaving a zone or coming into a zone. And then we also have some directory service, like you can search through the landmarks for through the service provider. And then we have the geocoding service. You can do the geocoding and reverse geocoding. And they also have a route service, so you can find the route from point A to B. So these services are all available from bada, but not covered from my presentation today. Okay, so now you got location-based things. And when location meets social, what's going to happen? So let's see. So using the body features, you can request, respond, and delete the bodies from the bada server. And you also can manage the group information on the bodies, between the bodies. And then you can share the location, content, profiles between the bodies. So there are a lot of possibilities you can do with the bada. And then we see the popularity from the application using locations and the social service like the Foursquares. And we also can do the similar things on the bada. So let's see. So first, you want to search in a profile. Before you want to add some bodies, you want to search the body's profile on the server. And then here is the simple scenario. So you got Jane and Mark here. And when Mark set his explosion level to searchable, and then people can find him, and Jane can search a people called Mark's profile, and he gets some result from the server, and then he requests it, and Mark responded. That's the simple user scenario. So step one is always you have to set the profile to be searchable. So you have to get yourself a privacy manager pointer, and then you can set these, through this class, you can set the level of your profile explosion. And then once you got the valid pointer, and you can pass the parameter like say it's searchable, or it's not searchable, or it's readable by everyone. So there are different levels of explosion level you can set. And once you've done that, then you can check the check the result, whether you successfully set the profile level or not. And remember, for this service, you also have to sign in with your bada account, and because it's requiring the system level of privilege. And then move to the Jane side. So Jane is the person he wants to add the body, he wants to search the body. So he needs to have a profile service too, and the same step as with Mac did. And then he can start in searching the profile by passing a name. For example, here is Mike. And you also can search by emails, a login ID, and the phone number. And that's also available from bada. And once you do the searching request sent to server, and you can check the result from this method, on profile search result received in, quite long name. And then remember, the end postfix tells you you have to clean the memory again. And the results returned from this iList pointer. And then now, Jane already searched a body's profile, and of course he wants to request to become a body. So how he can do it? To request a body, you have to use a body service class, and then two-phase construction to give you a valid pointer to this class, a valid object. And then you can send a request body request to the server. And then you can pass in the request ID, which you get from the own method listener, the result. So all the profile list, and you can choose which mark you want to add, and you pass the user ID. And then you send a request. Of course, on the request received by the server, and server will send you a result. And you can confirm in the result by implementing this on-body request send method. So this is the simple scenario. Send the request to the server, implement the listener class, and check the result. So always very simple 3 steps. And on the Mac side, so Mac, of course, he doesn't know someone's request to be a body. So his side, he has to send the request to the server to receive the body request from the server side. And once he gets some new coming request, this result will be returned from this method called onReceivedBody request received end. Again, a quite long name. But once this method be invoked by the system, he knows there is an incoming body request. And then he can do the job, whether he responds to accept this request or reject this request. So this time we say they accept it, like response accept. And then that's the final step. Jane and Mike become bodies.